All right, everyone. It's that time. 2K finally drops the city, but there are some really exciting things that we're going to talk about. Right now we're just kind of watching the video that 2K dropped, but you're getting to see a little bit of it. You saw a guy go through a tunnel. We'll talk about that. Faster travel around the city. We got new rec uniforms. It looks like finally a new rec after 4 years or so of having the exact same rec. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what those dudes are doing Tai Chi, but hey, the parks themselves are fire. The Western Wildcats, the Beasts. I mean, just they definitely changed it up. The Vipers. It looks very, very cool. You've got an entrance for what appears to be the Jordan Challenge type stuff. They went all out. I've been excited about this 2K23. It seems as though every time they drop some knowledge, it's exciting stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, we just watched the trailer. Let's get into the nitty gritty. The first thing that jumps out at me is 2K talking about how they have taken feedback from the community and they want to mix that in. That's great. People have been giving feedback forever. It just doesn't seem as though 2K has been all that interested in listening to that, implementing that. Well, right off the bat, they talk about that the city in 22 was way too big, and there's no doubt about that. I didn't want to skateboard to see my agent or go-kart or whatever it was. It took a long time. So they made the city 30% smaller compared to NBA 2K22. There's also fast travel. So there are subway stations that they put around the city which allows you to fast travel to other locations. Hey, love it. It says press R1 and you'll get a ping. And it'll guide you right to the closest one. And then once you get there, you can select to instantly travel to any other fast travel location in the city. And it's instantaneous. There is literally no loading at all. So again, that had to have been a ton of feedback by people, and they listened. So we've got the affiliations, the South City Vipers, and we saw a lot of that in the trailer. So I'll just kind of scroll through the screenshots. They did a good job. It looks really, really good. The Northside Knights, that's a cool castle, man. You've got a knight who's kind of watching over people playing in the park. The Western Wildcats seems to be kind of centered around a desert motif. Pretty cool. You got 4 large screens on this big kind of rock boulder in the middle. It looks like there's a camper down here at the base of it. I don't know what's going on there. The Beast seems to be all centered around a volcano. There's volcanoes inside the park. It's kind of dark, ominous. Yeah, well, you're a beast. And then there's the block. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the block, kind of in the middle of the city. And there's new things, right? So we have the theater, which we'll talk about. The Pro-Am, all new building for 3v3 and 5v5. The rec, all new building, both exterior and interior. And we saw that in the video where we got new uniforms and a new rec, and it's something that people have been wanting for a long time. Seems like 3 or 4 years we've been playing in the same exact rec. It's gotten old real quick. There's Ante-Up, Club 2K. There's a Black Lives Matter court, newly designed with a 3v3 experience. There's also Kobe Court, which is newly designed and has a 3v3 experience. And then there's the theater. And this is one that I definitely want to talk about. The theater is replacing the warehouse buildings from 22 that were scattered all around. So this is one central location where you can get instant matchmaking games. So every Friday morning, there's a 4-event playlist that will completely swap out to 4 new events. So rotating events all year long. That sounds like a W to me. Every week is a different experience. And the other thing is, these are not just walk in by yourself deals. Some of these you can bring one friend, multiple friends, depending on what's going on. They lay out the week 1. So you have theater 1 is losers out. 2v2, you can bring a friend or come alone. But the opposing team gets possession after made baskets. So it's make it, take it. And a lot of people like that. Theater 2 is hustle, 3v3, but with a 12-second shot clock. Theater 3 is comp squads only. So this is going to be super sweaty. Bring your own crew. There's going to be a lot of competition in this one, no doubt. And then theater 4 is rooks, no squads. And I think this is great for people who, don't want to pay to level up to 85. They want to slowly kind of grind their my players, because you can only get in if you're 75 or under and there's no squads. So it's a great place for people who want to do it like that. And they kind of list some of the things that, will be rotated throughout the year. Double or nothing. Earn double XP when you win, but you earn nothing when you lose. Okay, it's on the line. In the bank, when you shut down your opponent, a point is added to the vault. First team to hit a shot beyond the arc will collect the current balance. So you got to have some perimeter defenders there. Pulling weight. Every player in the team must contribute towards their offense equally. And then living the dream, basically your my player's attributes and badges are maxed out for that build during the event. So there's a lot of cool stuff here, and they can configure it in a bunch of different ways. 2v2, 3v3, 5v5, squads only, no squads, level 40s only, which is kind of cool. Vipers only. So an affiliation only, type of thing. There's going to be a lot of new stuff to explore when this game comes out. Here's a shot of the arena. Pretty clean, pretty tight. It talks about, people just waiting to watch you put on a show as you head in for your game. You can do a little Russell Westbrook fashion walk in front of the media. And then there's Dreamville Studio featuring J. Cole. So it sounds like, this is where you would further your music career if you're into that side of things. Here's a shot of the event center, and it talks about how it transforms over time, which I think is pretty cool. The Jordan Challenge building looks amazing. And I won't go too much into the Jordan Challenge. There's other videos out there for that. But there are some really cool rewards. A UNC Michael Jordan jersey for your my player. A gold Jumpman necklace for your my player. I think a lot of people are going to want that. But maybe even more so, a 23 emblazoned calf sleeve that provides a +1 boost to your my player's dunk rating. Okay, I think a lot of people are going to want that. And then they get into the becoming a legend thing, very much like 22, right? Reach level 40 in 4 different seasons. That's all you have to do. But they make it sound as though it is going to take longer this time. A lot of people were able to hit it in 1 day last year. So, it does sound like it's going to be a little bit more to it. It's going to be a little harder. And then in addition to that, they're saying the legend prizes on both current gen and the GOAT boat and City and New Gen are both unique and great. I hope that is true because let's face it, a lot of people were really let down by the Legend prizes last year. I'm also very interested to see what you get as part of the seasons. You know, are they going to bring back the +1 sleeves for different things? Are they going to give us badge points? Because to me, that was a huge one. And I think they probably will, you know, based on the fact that the first looks at the builder seem to suggest that we're not going to have as many badges starting out as we did in 22. So I keep saying the same thing, right? To me, everything I'm seeing is looking really, really good. But we got to wait. We got to wait and see, judge it, you know, not just after it comes out. Let's give it some time. They'll make tweaks. But it's hard to say that this doesn't seem to be exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on the builder, make my first build, put my build videos out there. So if you haven't, like the video, subscribe for sure, and put on notifications so that you get notified when new videos drop. So that's it for this video. Old head out.